How do you keep the blues alive? You feed it a sandwich. 1957, George, buddy to his friend's Guy, was on his way from Baton Rouge to Chicago. He was bound and determined to make it as a guitar player in the home of electric blues. The only problem being that, well, this wasn't going to be easy. And Buddy soon found himself out of money, out of luck, and about to be out on the street. He was at his wits' end. He was about to give up. He was going to call his mother for a plane ticket back to Louisiana. Only problem was is he didn't even have a dime. So when he saw this passing stranger and he asked him for a loan, the guy said, no, I'm not going to give you any money. But you got a guitar there. If you play me a song, I'll buy you a beer. Now, Buddy, what he really needed was some food. He hadn't eaten in 3 days. But a beer sounded pretty good, so he played the guy a tune. The guy liked what he heard and he invited him to the 708 Club, a famous Chicago blues joint on the south side. This particular night, Otis Rush was playing, and Buddy Guy was lucky enough to be able to sit in with him. He played the things I used to do. Now someone heard Buddy's ferocious playing and immediately ran to the phone to call Muddy Waters. He woke Muddy up. He said, Muddy, you gotta get down to this club and hear this new kid, man. He's a hot guitar player. And Muddy begrudgingly crawled out of bed to come see this new guitar genius. Muddy rolled up to the club in a bright red Chevrolet. He called out to Buddy Guy, and Buddy was surprised that the most popular person in Chicago blues wanted to speak to him. He went over and got in Muddy's car. Muddy looked at him and said, I heard you were hungry. Handed him a salami sandwich. He looked at him and said, if you can play guitar like that, there's no reason you should ever go hungry again. And thus was the beginning of a lifelong friendship. Buddy said playing with Muddy Waters was like going to school. You learned something new every single time. Fast forward to 1983, and Buddy hears that Muddy Waters isn't doing so well, so he gives him a phone call. And Muddy picks up and he says, oh, you don't need to worry about me, Buddy. I'll be just fine, but you got to do me a favor. And Buddy said, what? Well, just keep the blues alive. 3 days after that phone call, Muddy Waters passed away. But Buddy kept his word. He did keep the blues alive. As of the recording of this, he's 89 years old and still out on tour. If you get a chance, go see him play. The man's a living legend. And the blues will never die, thanks to Buddy Guy.